Yo, what is up, G.I. Joe and Jane? We are back at it again, and we're going to pick our brains and combine two airwaves. That didn't really rhyme, but it's all good. We're going to combine two airwaves, and he's going to turn into this like chariot, pony, centaur kind of type thing. And yeah, and I'm glad that you are here for this. It's my lunch break right now, and so I may have to excessively burp every now and then, but I will put the video on pause so that you do not have to hear me bellowing from the gallows. But here, I've combined two of the torsos together. Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Always forget my pleasantries. How is everyone doing? I hope you're doing super duper well. And I absolutely mean that because I want to be doing well and I want you to be doing well as well because we're all people, you know? But yeah, hope your day is going pretty well. Hope you've had some good food. I just had some good food right now. I had some gluten-free. Yeah, I got this weird gluten thing going on right now. But I had a gluten-free grilled cheese with egg, dude. It was fire, dude. Okay. I just what is it? Plugged in the two Airwave torsos, right? And one goes backward and one goes forward. Okay. Excuse me, dude. Speaking of food, one of the things I was gonna say that in my meditation. And you know what? Half of the robot I kept together because it was going to be too difficult for me to try to like retrace my steps. And so, but yeah, you know, there's lots of things that we consume, right? Like not just food, but like content on the internet. And there's a lot of stuff that isn't good for you. And the same thing is food as well, because at the end of the day, um, those people who are manufacturing the food, and I'm talking about food and not internet content, is their chief thing is to make money. And if they can squeeze a dollar out of the profit margins by serving you lower quality food, they will. And they won't necessarily care too much about you as long as it doesn't kill you because they want you to come back and make repeat purchases. And so at the end of the day, none of those food manufacturers really care about your particular health. If they can get away with putting in garbage, they would, but they can't. So it has to be buyer beware. Like you have to be super responsible about what you put in your body, and what you consume. And the same thing goes for internet content. That we're taking the leg over here. There's a lot of internet content that is great for you. There's a lot of internet content that is not great for you. And those people who are serving you that not great content, they don't care what it does to you mentally, as long as you come back and become a repeat consumer and customers of theirs and come back to their website. By the way, this is the Airwave leg, and you can see I've removed this bit from here. It's removable, and so just wanted to put that out there. They will not care how it is affecting your psyche. Just like how I told you about how the garbage food manufacturers don't care how food is affecting your health, whether it's giving you high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, or anything like that. Just like how they won't care about that, these people who are making internet content for you, the bad stuff, they don't care what it's doing to your psyche. They don't care what it's doing to your relationship. They really do not care. And so you as the consumer need to be extra vigilant. And by the way, some of the fit's not great, and so I'm going to have to use a little bit of this stuff. And content is so readily available to us. So readily available to us. And the more of a certain content gets watched by people, the more of those providers, they'll feel that like, oh, this stuff hits? Well, cool. I'll just keep making more of this. And I just want to make sure that did I do this right? I think I did this right. Yeah, whatever people watch, they're going to make more of that. And so if you continue to feed them, they're going to be like, well, cool, this stuff sells, this stuff gets clicks, this stuff gets attention, and they are going to make more of that stuff. And it's like a repeating cycle, then the more you'll consume it. And but again, I just wanted to say that not everything out there is safe. So you have to be hyper vigilant. If you feel that if something is like not natural, that you shouldn't be exposed to this type of stuff, you'll feel it inside. You'll feel it inside. Your moral compass will kind of tell you like, hey, this is kind of weird. Maybe we shouldn't be watching this type of stuff. You'll feel it inside. And you'll know. And when you feel that, You click those bits together, by the way. And when you feel that, walk away. Be responsible and walk away from that thing. Because you may not, a cookie may not do anything to you long term. And maybe a cookie every now and then won't really harm you. But trust me, once you start consuming sugar, there will be a vicious cycle that gets started in you, a reward loop that will compel you to keep eating sugar despite its effect on your body. And that can be kind of classified as an addiction and almost as a drug, because those are the things that cause the same type of reaction, meaning that even though it's detrimental to your body, you'll keep doing it. And normally that's not the case. As an organism that is built for survival and self-preservation, normally we are wired to stay away from the things that harm us. The only things that can basically mess with that programming are substances that create these artificial reward loops, these strong reward loops, like those illicit substances. And so be very careful and wary of what you consume on the internet. Be wary and careful of what you consume in terms of food. Go do your research, because no one is going to be responsible for you. And I'm not trying to make this a super dark video or anything like that. I'm just trying to be a good neighbor to y'all. And I've played this game for a long time now. And if you're a mini-con, like one of the mini-con, I mean just one of the younger cats who watched this video, or even if you're a little bit older, like just know that no one's going to watch out for you. I mean, your folks will, because, you are them, essentially. You are a part of them. You are the next version of them. And just like how they're programmed to survive themselves, they're programmed to help you survive. And so people who care about you, definitely heed their advice, listen to what they have to say, particularly the wise ones. Because sometimes people give you advice and it's not that great, but they're trying their best. But, yeah, and this is it. We've completed him. Yeah, his legs, you just got to make sure his legs don't give out so he collapses. But, he's good. And you can have a little rider back over here, like Core Class Spike or something like that. Core Class Spike fits in there perfectly, but I really like this build a lot. I was just going back to what I was saying. Yeah, no one's going to be responsible for you. You are the caretaker of your own car, of your own vessel, of your own ride. And you should be responsible for yourself if you want to have a long and healthy, happy life, because nobody knows what was before this. Nobody knows what's after this. And I'm talking about life. And so the only thing that we do know right now is what's in front of us, the present. And so while we are awake, temporarily awake during this time, try to enjoy it, try to experience it, And in order to do that and do it in the best way possible, it's maintain your vessel, maintain your vehicle, because this is a journey and you only have that one vehicle that you are going to be taking care of on that ride. Take care of that vehicle, and that vehicle will also take care of you, So anyway, just some friendly advice from your bot bender neighbor, that old guy who still likes to play with toys and drop some knowledge every now and then. And yeah, I hope that this hasn't been anything negative. It certainly has. That was not my intent. I actually like to think that this is something positive, but it is something that has occurred to me multiple times in my meditation, especially because I'm making content all the time, and I'm contributing to what people consume. And so that's why I try to keep it positive here, try not to talk about negative things. And, but yeah, I don't know, random fortune cookie stuff that I'm dropping on you on a double Airwave video, but I hope you have enjoyed it. And I'll talk to y'all very soon, okay? I always appreciate everyone being here. And thank you so much for your generous gift of time that goes to help charity. Have a nice day.